Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel GH247 News, wherever you are around the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is a D-Day. Yes, Ghana or Ghanaians in South Africa, 684 Ghanaians are ready to be flown to Ghana. Listen, guys, South Africans at this point, the panic is on. And I tell you what, Ghana is not going to stop. We will continue this issue and make sure South Africa pay dearly for this action. Ghana will make sure South Africa will pay every dime, every cent spent on the evacuation. Yes, every dime and every cent spent, Ghanaians and Ghana as a whole, as a nation, will make sure South Africans and South Africa pays for it. You see, diplomacy, it's give and take. It's what you get that you get. I understand our president and our foreign minister, they try to play diplomatic, in their language. Oh, there's no problem with Ghana. There is no issue with Ghana, with South Africa. Oh, there's still a good relationship. But trust me, one thing that you need to know about Ghana, if you are a South African or anywhere you are hearing the voice of my voice from right now, one thing you need to know about Ghanaians is that when a Ghanaian tells you, it's all right, don't worry, I'm okay, it's okay, I can even shake your hand and I'll walk out on the table. But don't ever think I have forgotten. The Ghanaian will always pay you back. We are not like our cousins, Nigerians. And Nigeria will tell you, I'll break your head, and it's breaking your head. Especially one of the tribes. there's one other tribe also. They can shout and make all the noise. My Nigerian friend, they know. One of the tribe, they can shout and make all the noise, yet they will not break your head. But one particular tribe, if he says, I'll break your head, you will break your head, truly. But you see, Ghanaians, we don't do that. Otherwise, we take time to build our own actions. We take time to make our decisions. We don't react and overreact. So you would think, oh, Ghanaians are calm. Yes, we are calm people. We are very diplomatic, we are educated, we are civilized. That is why you don't see a Ghanaian on the street beating and killing fellow Africans. We can ask Nigerians, Nigerians must go. Yes, we do it. Those that we are against are those that are messing up the system. The Nigerians that are committing crimes in Ghana are the ones that are being asked to go. When you see a Ghanaians on the street demonstrating that Nigeria must go, or they go around doing the demonstration, they are talking about Nigerians that are doing illegal businesses. For instance, the laws made it very clear that retail business are for the indigenes, the locals. As a foreigner, you are permitted to do wholesale. But tabletop, small kiosk, container, those are for locals, not for foreigners. That has been the issue with Ghana and Nigeria. But they are our siblings, they are our cousins. We understand each other. If you come in between us, you have a problem. South Africa, they thought, oh, we are acting, Ghana and Nigeria, they have an issue. So listen, you've beaten more than you can chew. The flight is available. Ghanaians are leaving tomorrow. Before I let you guys go, I want you to listen to His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Ghana to South Africa. All the arrangements are in place for the flight. The first flight will take off tomorrow. The second one is on Sunday. Yeah, the first flight is going to take over 342 Ghanaians. 342 Ghanaians. All the flights could have landed at the same time. But we understand, South African authorities are saying the total number will be too much for the immigration officers to work on at the same time. That is why they have to split it into two. Splitting it into two batches simply means that the first batch is leaving tomorrow, Saturday, and the second batch will depart on Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. We are ready to go. fix your country, South Africa, and we are taking our gold mines from you. The gold mine, the gold fields, we are taking our gold fields. And guess what? Do you know how much that will cost your government? Over 20 billion in cost. That is what I want South Africans to understand. You are losing a gold mine that will eventually cost you and your government and your people $20 billion. 20 billion United States dollars. That is the cost of the gold mine that you are losing. In assets, in gold value, if you check the current gold value, that is what is going to cost South Africa. Who does that? Who does that? You act before you think, South Africans. Now, I understand. Many of you are currently regretting it. Jacinta, what is she trying to say right now? Oh, we understand even the High Court Chief Justice in South Africa had actually declared that the June 30th deadline that they have given, anyone who tries it will land up in jail, in prison. Well, that is your internal affair. It is no longer Ghana's affair. So deal with it, Jacinta. Deal with it and solve your problem. The goldfields mine, we are taking it. We are not renewing that agreement. South Africans must be prepared to leave Ghana. As we speak, it is what it is. Watch this video to the end.
South Africa again. When are we bringing back the next set of Ghanaians?
Yes, so as I have announced, the final batch of Ghanaians in South Africa have all now registered. We have a little above 600. Earlier, those who wrote their names was in the region of 800, but it's clear that we'll have to go beyond that. We now are exceeding 900, but thanks to the compassionate leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he has said that all Ghanaians in harm's way, in distress, who are being harassed, are being dehumanized, we should not leave anyone behind. And our foreign policy is that of compassion, is that of leaving no Ghanaian behind. And so we are going to make sure that all Ghanaians are safely taken out of harm's way. And as I have said, once the safety and the dignity of any Ghanaian anywhere in the world is affronted, you can trust that the foreign ministry, the government of Ghana, will come and assist you. We do not want anybody in this world thinking that Ghanaians are orphaned, Ghanaians don't have a government, Ghanaians are not valued, are not cherished, and so they can mess around with Ghanaians. We will not accept that, and we will go all out to protect Ghanaians and to make sure that the welfare of Ghanaians is safeguarded. So I can assure you that all is set for the next batch to arrive. We're just waiting for the South African authorities to finalize our request for the flight permits so that our chartered jets can move in and bring all the Ghanaians who have registered. And let me use this opportunity to say that contrary to a lot of disinformation, misinformation, and propaganda out there, the vast majority of Ghanaians we have registered. We've looked at their documentation. These are legal migrants. Disregard all those claims that these are people who are illegal migrants. It is not true at all. And we've challenged those who are making these claims to put out the evidence. They have not been able to put out any evidence. Let me also say that what is beautiful about the registration we are doing is that we do it in collaboration with the Department of Home Affairs, the South African authorities, who are there at our High Commission to check for people who they are looking for in their database, people who are wanted, suspected criminals. And so far, not a single Ghanaian is of interest to the South African authorities. So again, this claim by some propagandists, those who seek to tarnish the image of Ghana, that our citizens were lawbreakers, people who commit crime, and people who are contributing to insecurity and instability in South Africa. The evidence does not support it. You have the security officials there with their database, their computers, with their wanted list. checking fingerprints and all of that. And so far, not a single Ghanaian. So clearly, Ghana is not responsible for any high crime rates or any, avalanche of illegality going on in South Africa. Let me say that I am deeply proud as foreign minister, and I know President Mahama is also very, very proud of our nationals. Ghanaians, everywhere they go, are law-abiding. They are people who don't break laws. They are people who don't commit crime. They are people who don't foment trouble. And so they have to go and look for really those who they think are the cause of insecurity or whatever instability, even though we must all admit that even if you have concerns about insecurity, instability, high crime, this is not how you go about it. You don't use hatred. You don't take the law into your own hands and pursue people, violate their human rights. And here we are at an African Foreign Ministers gathering. And you've heard us talk about the foundation of the African Union, which is about free movement, which is about African integration, which is about increasing Africa trade. You heard the Director General of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, who, interestingly, is a South African, my very, very good friend, my comrade Wamkele, who I must commend is not being happy at all about all of what is going on in his home country, because really it is undermining his work. We want to increase intra-Africa trade, which has been below 20% for many, many years, and amongst the lowest. It's really the lowest if you look at all continents of the world. We want to trade amongst ourselves. We want to transform our economies, and the only